Hey everybody. So this week's lifestyle solution is one of my very favorite and essential tips when it relates to travel. And it is to help you avoid overpacking. And this is very top of mind because I'm just back from Mom 2 Summit and unpacking is not as overwhelming because I didn't overpack. So the tip is pretty simple. It is to define your space before you start packing. And so this trip, I will say, I was a little nervous about whether I could get everything into carry-on. I almost always pretty much always travel carry-on. I even did 10 days in Ethiopia on carry-on. I just like to know exactly where all my things are and to have less stuff to haul around. But the reason I was a little concerned is I had, several days of work clothes. I had a couple pairs of heels and running shoes. And so I had about 4 pairs of shoes, which I normally never do. But the big factor was that I needed to fit these 2 big boxes because these are microphones and we were recording a podcast out there. And this takes up a lot of room in carry-on, but I did it. And one of the keys is that you really need to commit to your clothing. So I wrote down every single outfit and I didn't bring any backup. And that meant at mealtime, I was very, very careful not to spill on myself because I didn't have any other backup clothes. But it worked out great. So I was mindful about that. And then another helpful thing was I had my nice roomy tote. This is my beloved Madewell tote. And I used that for under the airplane seat, and it carried my laptop and my podcast recorder and all that stuff. So defining your space is just really, really helpful. It forces you to minimize and not bring a lot of extra stuff, which I think is good. And it just makes things easier. It's easier to keep track of your stuff if you have less stuff. So if you have trouble with your packing, just try this on your next trip. I think it will help you. And if you need other travel tips, actually in episode 33 of the Edit Your Life show, Asha and I share a bunch of really great family travel hacks. So tune into that, and happy traveling and happy packing.